insane.
Would I need to pay for your hair and your nails?
Honestly, yeah.
Gives you that mentality.
I mean, like if you want me to look good, then you gotta pay for it.
But if you were doing it before I came into your life, why do I have to start doing that now that I'm your man?
I would say because you would want me to look good, so you would want me to do those things.
Is there ever a time where you would pay for your man's haircut or
No, 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 I'm not paying for his haircut.
and that's because
That's a man's job.
Y'all fellas be putting too much stock into these pretty women. Look, does she have a pretty face? Look at that. 100%. This would be considered a gorgeous woman. But when I tell you y'all fellas put too much stock into these pretty faces, it's to the point where they will not invest in you, the man. She wouldn't even say, here goes money for a haircut. Here goes $30, $40. I don't know where y'all living at. But here goes $30 to $40 to get a haircut. But you gotta pay roughly $700 to $800 to get that weave in her head done. Help me understand that. That's what I'm saying. Y'all put too much stock into these women. For real, for real, for real, for real. Do me a favor and listen to Blockchain. Blockchain says like, comment, share, subscribe, folks. Come on. Let's get this channel popping. Let's get this show popping. Every Friday, Grown Men Trash talking. You know what I'm saying? So here we go, right? Here we go. Another straggle out here. Trying to say she won't even help you get anything together. Fellas, why do y'all give these women the time of day? Why do y'all date these women? I've always known to where a woman that truly respects you, she will open her wallet, not just her legs for you. And that's a true statement. Any woman that truly respects you, that values you, she would not only open her legs, but she would also open her wallet. She would also make sure that you are provided for. You're not asking her to go 50-50. I'm not the 50-50 type of man. But what you're asking her for is a little bit of respect. Show me something more than what you show every other man that you sleep with. Show me that you're willing to invest in me. Something more than what you give these other men. You literally hear women today talk about me giving out my vagina is less of and a baby is less of a commitment, or I should even say, yeah, they'll say less of a commitment than marrying a man. Help me make that make sense. So you're just giving men babies willy-nilly, your womb, but when it comes down to marriage, that's where you draw the line? Whoa, that's a crazy commitment. Not the baby, not your womb. You won't even invest, you won't even give this man $50 if he needed to get his hair done. This is crazy. Mona D is in the building. Shout outs to you, Mona D. I saw you went, I think you just went premiere or you went live. But everybody, do me a favor and go over to Mona D's channel and hit subscribe. Hit subscribe, follow everything Mona D. Telling you great content, great content. Do me a favor and do like Mona D says. Please like the video, share, and subscribe. Follow instructions. Make sure y'all like the video as soon as you come in the door. You know what I'm saying? She had a quick live, so make sure after this live, you go over there and check out Mona D's live. All right. So, enough of this, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it a family show today. We're going to keep it a family show, right? We're going to keep it professional. We're not going to call these people out their names because today they are all God's children. And I'm with them. I'm with them. So let's keep it going.
Understand that just because a man shows lack of affection doesn't mean that he doesn't love you. You got to understand, you can't walk away from a relationship or walk away from a good man because he's not showing you all these emotions or all this affection. You got to understand that that's a part of a woman's nature, to be affectionate, to say I love you every day, to remind them, to be soft. That's what us women are there for. Men are to provide and to protect. A man being affectionate and being up under you all day every day, it's just not a part of a man's nature. They're made to go work, to provide, and to come home and bring to the woman so that the woman can multiply. Whatever a man do and brings back to his wife, she multiplies. His job is not to wake up. He ain't gonna have time to give you 5 and 6 hugs a day. He ain't gonna have time for that because he's gonna be too busy trying to work and provide and maintain the house that he provided and made a home for you. So yes, a man is not gonna be affectionate every single day. There's no reason to leave a good working man. And that's a lot of the times a good woman will fumble a man over the dumbest things in the world, like lack of emotion or lack of affection, or he not telling me he love me every single day. But them lights was on every day. You ate. You went shopping every now and then. When y'all made love, it was intimate. You felt his love when y'all made love, didn't you? That's not enough. These women just want these men to just fall at their feet. That's not what these men is made for.
And I believe that's what we call the feminization of men in America. A lot of women, I believe, do not understand male nature, nor do I feel like a lot of women want to understand our nature. Could we be affectionate with you 100%? I love my wife to death. Love her to death, love her to pieces. But a lot of women, what I see is they have the mindset that men are supposed to be as affectionate as them. They're supposed to be as loving and, wanting to coddle and wanting to. If men are truly like that, best believe those are some of what I see, some of the most non-productive men. From what I see, right? Now, that is my own anecdotal observation. But most men, from what I know, we love our wives. We want to hug and kiss our wives. We want to spend quality time with our wives. But we know when it's time to get busy, it's time to get busy. We are outside trying to be providers. We are outside trying to figure out the next move. We are outside making it happen, bringing home what's needed for the wives to multiply. So when I hear this young lady saying what she says, she is 1,000% accurate. The expectation for us to be very similar to women is heavy because it's almost like, well, I need you to be 100% emotionally in tune. If you have to coach somebody to be some way, it's usually not in their nature to be that way. We are who we are. And we will always be who we are. That's like me telling a woman, I need you to be more masculine. If you're a soft woman, you're a soft woman. I need you to be who you naturally are. But when you hear people try to tell you, hey, I need more of this from you, sometimes it's very difficult to get that out of men. It's very difficult to get that soft spot out of men. Do me a favor, everyone, please get active in the comment section. I need this algorithm to start boosting. Silence is not going to help that. So let's get active in the comment section. And like I said, share this content. We are on the road to 50,000 subscribers. I'm at 41.6, and I've been there for a hot minute. I need to get out of that rut. I need my 50,000 subscribers. So, like I'm saying, naturally, if you want to provide a male, you want a strong male, you want an active male, you got to let him be that and accept him for who he is, so long as he's a good man to you. Don't try to make him into something else. And this is why I see so many divorces happening in America right now, is because we truly don't understand each other's nature. Do I feel like men truly understand the female nature? Nah, nah, nah. Don't. I feel you. I feel you. Please elaborate to me. Why am I wrong about this? I would love to hear your opinion. If you want, I could also drop the link and we can have a quick discussion about it. Please let me know if you want to come on. You know, I love a good debate. So, you want to make me a certain way, allow me to be who I am, and I'll always be that guy that'll provide and protect. You know what I'm saying? So you said that chick what's sorry. I mean, it's hypocritical. I mean, let me drop the link for you, my brother. I would love to talk to you. Hold on, hold on. Let me invite you up real quick so we could just have a quick conversation about this, my guy. If you don't mind, if you don't mind. The link is currently in the comment section. Feel free to come up. I got my boy Link. He's in the back room, so he'll be up in a minute too. But let me know where I'm wrong on this one. Hey, I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong. And I'm open to being shown a different way, I should say. But in my opinion, right, men got to be men, women got to be women. Let's replay this real quick and break it down little by little.
Understand that just because a man shows lack of affection doesn't mean that he doesn't love you. You got to understand, you can't walk away from a relationship or walk away from a good man because he's not showing you all these emotions or all this affection. You got to understand that that's a part of a woman's nature, to be affectionate, to say I love you every day, to remind them, to be soft. That's what us women are there for. Men are to provide and to protect. A man.
And that's what I'm saying. You know, that's who we are by nature. Could men be taught to be a certain way? 100%. 100%. We could be taught to be a certain way. We got Mind Your Mind with Just Justified in the building. She says, I too don't fully go with, but I could be hearing you wrong. Well, I am down to really understand where I am wrong. Like I said, I'm open to the discussion. You do not have to come on camera. Just feel free to turn on your microphone and just have the conversation with me. Where am I wrong? Help me understand. But yeah. So let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Being affectionate and being up under you all day, every day, it's just not a part of a man's nature. They're made to go work, to provide, and to come home and bring to the woman so that the woman can multiply. Whatever a man do and brings back to his wife, she multiplies.
Now that's what we call nurturing, right? You bring something back home, and it's up to your wife to turn around and say, here's what I added to what you gave me. So if I bring the money in the house, she's making that house feel like a home. If I'm bringing her, I give her a seed, she makes that seed into a child. She multiplies what I give her. We got Just Justified in the building. What it do? What it do? What up, Jess? Jess, you can hear me.
Had my mic off. How you doing?
I am good. I am good, my sister. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm well. I'm well.
Talk
Yeah,
to
so
me.
I'm,
Talk to me.
just listening in, and this is just my opinion on and my viewpoint on this. I feel like for the most part, I get it of what the purpose of a man is, as in provider, protector, and all of that. I'm not disagreeing with that part. But what I say is that as a human being, a lot of times we keep on falling back on nature when there are so many other facets that we also have to deal with. So when you're in a marriage, you have to understand now that you have a different love language and your wife have a different love language, and if sometimes you have, you may not be on it all the time. Like if you're not really one that's for words of acclamation or for like physical touch, which that's typically not a lot of men, but I'm just saying, let's say if you're not one for that, you're going to not you're going to have to work a little bit harder for whatever your wife's love language is if it's different from yours, and just so because you're there for each other, and who cares about all the other people in this world and all that, but you're there for each other as much as possible. You may not be like on it 100%. Like, let's say her thing is um I think another one is gifts or whatever like that, or quality time. Let's say hers is quality
Right.
time. Even though you may not be big on that per se, that's not your type of love language. But if you know that that's your wife's love language, then you can appease to that. Try and make an effort every now and then, knowing that that's your wife's love language. That's just where I'm coming from. I'm just coming from that facet, not from I get the typical of what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. But when you
Right.
become one, there is like a whole. That's where now it's about understanding each other. So that's all.
Right.
That's where I'm coming from with it.
And I'm gonna want to say I agree. 1 second, we got a super chat. We got a super chat. My man Leon with a $50 super chat. He said, shout out to GMT. I'm here listening. Good content. Is it free? Do me a favor. $1.99. $5. I'm not a panhandler because I am not a bum. But YouTube takes out a piece of this pie. So what YouTube says, every time you hit that super chat or the thanks, what it does is say, wow, this show is good. So let me push this show further and further out into the algorithm. So every little bit counts. I'm trying to blow up on the road to 50K. Hit the super chat, hit the super thanks, hit the like button, subscribe, share, do it all so we can get this show on the road. I'm trying to really take the show on the road, by the way. Really be on the road. I'm talking about a bus trying to hit all 50 states. So, Jess, I agree to what you were saying, right? To a degree, right? But yes, could a man show a woman that side that she needs? I do believe it is important to give a woman that side of yourself, right? Where it's like, yo, you need me to give you flowers. You want me to show you love and attention. You want me to, be there for you in a certain way. I agree that men could do that. What we were saying is the fact of women divorcing and leaving men because they're not getting it the times when they feel like it. You would always hear when women talk about divorcing their men outside of cheating, right? Outside of cheating. Let's say cheating was not a factor in that. Let's just say it was something along the lines of, I'm just not happy, which is what you hear all the time. That I'm not happy is a reason for a lot of divorces today. And it's because these women are feeling not that affection that they want, that touch that they want, the roses that they want, the dinners that they want. So
But
I'm not even saying it along the lines of the woman going out there and cheating, but that consistent push for a man to be something that he innately is not is the problem.
mhm.
I'm
So
saying?
I mean, that's the thing too. So and there's have to be like an awareness of what how you both are, but then also you have to kind of that and that's a part of love. You're kind
Right.
of going outside of your comfort level a little bit and everything. Of course, try not to make it kick you off of your purpose and what the mission is for that family of what you guys what you instill, but you still need to that should be something like, if that's where communication come in, then you have to communicate. And if
Mm.
you love her, you're willing to try and see where you can meet that to whatever degree. If you could even and be honest with her. Listen, you see the boatload of things that I'm trying to get done as well, so we're gonna have to try and meet halfway, like conversation. Just talk to each other,
Got it.
trying to, and be on that same page. I feel like we're in, especially in marriages, people are like kind of living parallel rather than trying to understand that you're one unit working together, for the bigger picture. So whatever that is, sometimes it may be a time where, okay, that if you're big on affection, that sometimes the affection is going to be low. But then also, if you know that your spouse um, cares for, wants affection, you kind of have to try and, as much as you can, try and meet, try to meet both ways, just like how it's a give and take for both. So,
Right.
so that's all I gotta say. I gotta drop down because my lunch break is over, but it's been good. And everyone, please hit that like button, and I'll see you later.
I'll see you
All right,
later.
bye-bye.
Have a good one. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to Just Justified. Thank you, Jess, for joining the show. So, I'm gonna bring my mans on to the show. Link, you're ready to jump in the building. What it do? What it do? My
What's
God,
up? What's up? What's up? I
what's
appreciate it. I
popping,
appreciate it.
man?
Love the show so
So,
far.
so tell me, man, how do you feel about this topic before we move on?
I feel like men are simps. Most men are simps. Well, not most. Eh, a good amount. So I
So,
feel like, most women know that. You know, most women are out there to, take advantage as well too. They usually say, hey, the guy's taking advantage. And I feel like, most women know what they're doing, when they do it, how they doing it, and where they doing it. So, to the point of what you were saying earlier, is like, you know, ooh, it's just a reoccurring thing that keeps going on. And I think the main thing is compatibility. Everything dealing with relationship revolves around compatibility. I think for men, why they're simps, they're just running around looking for one thing in the beginning. And a pretty face, ooh, a pretty face should not be the dictator in a relationship.
right,
It should
right,
be something that, I feel like it's a status for males and to get a pretty face, and I feel like for the women, it's a status for getting a dude with money. And
right,
some of them, to kind of, show that they can kind of control and move around. Women have control to a certain aspect, and I feel like men ultimately have the master controls to the game, but just don't know it. We allow things to happen, and I think that some women get it twisted in their head that they have that same power and control, like that lady in the beginning talking about the math. How math wasn't mathing, right? And
right,
because the unrealistic theme is that women have all the control, and we actually sometimes even say it, like, women have the power of the pu, asterisk asterisk, and I believe that's something that they've utilized to their advantage for the longest. And
right.
so
Rob, you've definitely got a point there. You definitely got a point. My Andrea, you are in the building. What is good, my God?
What's
You
going
can hear
on,
us,
man? What's
Adrian?
going on? Yeah,
There you
can you
go.
hear
There
me?
you go.
Yeah, I'm
I
coming
can hear
in.
you, my
Okay,
brother.
cool, cool. No, I
So
I
talk to me.
I, I agree with you to a certain point, but I wanted to uh I wanted to point out that I don't really uh like to take what she said is serious because it's hypocritical. Because it's still the hyena mindset within that woman that's instilled. If and I
Mm,
like to point this out. I know a lot of black men don't necessarily want to see this, but there's something that I call the five pros, and it's our order of our what we are responsible for. Our responsibility to the planet is to produce, provide, protect, and proclaim. So if there's
right,
no structure and discipline in our on the earth, how could we maintain a civilized country as such as the United States or North America, and how it's operating? and thriving. And in that case, it was talking about, the young lady was saying that the first lady was saying that she thought that if it's just one woman, that even though that was a pretty wild and radical mindset that she had, it was kind of entitlement. And I think everybody sensed the entitlement of that, and which is it stems from the upbringing of the women being instilled without understanding what the man's responsibility is in their responsibility. They don't believe they have a responsibility or duty to the planet as well. And that's why we have what we have going on with the elections, our social issues, our current state in relationship uh accuracy in our black communities. Well, but what a lot of people don't realize in our black community, that often we leave the rest of the other things out. We don't include that our responsibility to the planet is to produce. So we're
Right.
not
I
producing
was gonna
things.
ask you that too. What do you think that our so for a woman, what do you think her responsibility is for the planet?
It's the support.
Mm,
That's her primary. Uh, that's her primary duty and responsibility, is to be supportive. And what the thing is though, all that she supports, it should fall right under the man.
right.
So she supports everything he stands on, but she's also has to have the feminine assets, which are like be nurturing, be able to let's see. I just want to stand on what the man though right now, because I think it's more important if it start with the man, because if we can't hold women responsible, if we don't even know what our job is in the first place. And I always say it always it falls back on the man, which is often the biggest problem. We keep saying that, we keep allowing the women just to say provide and protect, and that's what they think. If you notice, that's what most women only see men for, is provide and protect. But they only want you to protect to what extent they want you to protect that. But if you don't add in the other things, how would they respect it?
Which to a degree, I understand where you're coming from, right? I do believe it takes a woman. You see, the natural order of life is perfect the way you said it, right? Because exactly what you said is how the Bible intended it: a woman to be Adam's helpmate, right? So, in a logical, sensible world, whereas it's civilized to today, yeah, that's what made it what it is today, where a man will build, create, a woman will support in that building, be inspirational, and do all of those things to help a man keep moving forward in life. But that has changed so much because the world is so comfortable, to where now you can have women saying, I don't need a man. Let me read this super chat real quick. Leon B1 with another $50
Clap it up.
building. That is Leon. You are a lifetime channel sponsor. Period. You know what I'm saying? Lifetime channel sponsor. Leon B1 says that all sounds good. But if you were Dusty, who you really gonna provide for? Good question. Men need to assess their own status before opening their mouths about relationships. Truth be told, women respect power, so men need to move in that manner. Point blank. Period. I 100% agree. Women respect a man's authority, a man's power. Usually, when a woman sees a man in his masculinity, true masculinity, not just a man. You see, I think that's another thing, Adrian and Link, that a lot of men have twisted. What is your masculinity? Is your masculinity the guys that you see in jail who is able to pop off and fight every man that says something wrong? No. A true masculine man is a man that understands how to get out of a situation to see it next day. A true masculine man is a man that knows how to build and provide, that provides structure not only for his family but also for his community. That is what a man is. And once we have that, there's no way Leon can call you a Dusty. There's no way he could call you a Dusty. So
He's
that's
right.
just
He's
the
absolutely
that's
right,
just
and
the
I agree
fact.
with him about that. You know, you should definitely try to step into the best version of yourself, and I think that's absolutely correct. But I just wanted to speak towards like the current state of the community and how can we improve. And I
Yes.
think that we're absolutely on a right now. We have an awaken. What would my mom say? It's a rude awakening.
A rude awakening, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Hmm.
rude awakening right now. We're absolutely in some I would call it. I feel like it's apocalypse
Right.
of our community right now. It's absolutely in shambles.
Yeah, it's
It's quite
dire.
shameful. Um, there's quite different things that I would disagree with going on in our community. Is far out of control, you know. And I older and then what's happening is though, and I'm sorry if you hear the things in the background. I think they chasing somebody down.
You all right over there? What's going on over there? First, let me ask you, Adrian. How'd you just found the channel?
I think I found you through Theo Coop.
Oh, okay. That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Yeah,
Well, welcome,
I
my
don't think
guy.
he liked me though, but it's all right. It's all right. He blocked me out the Discord. He playing and joking all the time.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
all
you
good.
over here now, so you're more than welcome, man. Listen, I'm gonna move on with the show, my guy, but greatly appreciate it.
You think I can add a few more things though?
Oh, go ahead. Feel free.
I just want to add that I think most women are not approaching these relationships and meeting a man with love. You got to be able to meet a man with love and some peace. So if you haven't seek peace before you met this man, how could you meet him with love? So my thing with that is when we start analyzing how these women are actually cultivating it into these relationships, where is the peace that they're adding? So if you
Right.
come in, if we notice it's toxic when a woman just comes in and starts saying, "Hey, I want this or I want that. This is what I expect," but never experienced it. Right? She wasn't raised to even know how to even vet that type of outcome, that type of experience. And
Which is real, my brother.
yeah,
I'm gonna,
okay.
I do want to move on with
I'm
the
gonna
show
let
because
go though. I
I'm
understand you got a
just
show
because
to
I'm
move on
limited
to.
with some
Thank you.
time, but we definitely
Hey,
stay in tune, man, and we gonna be in contact with each other. All right, my guy.
Hey, my channel is gonna be the next phase. I would like for y'all to be a part of it, and once I get it up and going, man, I want you to come be
Definitely.
a part of it.
Do me a favor, drop it in the chat for me. All right.
Okay.
All right,
All right,
brother.
I'm
Pleasure
gonna get
meeting
back
you,
to work.
man.
Appreciate you letting me come up
Be
and
safe
keep
out,
doing your
be
thing.
safe out there with all those sirens and all that going on. Be safe
I'm
out
sorry
there,
about
my
that.
guy.
I
All
hey,
right,
didn't
my
scare
hey,
y'all.
GMT.
Okay,
all right.
all right.
Yeah, man.
Hey, GMT. So I got something to say about that too as well. And I think Leon B1 is absolutely right that you want to be able to have proper status when meeting a woman. But like I still believe that compatibility is going to play a big role because when you meet a woman, you can have all the money in the world, be able to take care of her flights, trips all around the world. But if y'all are not compatible and something does happen somehow where stuff falls through the cracks, and we're not talking about the six figure and above guys, we're talking about the run of the mill, still trying to get their life together, might have just attained status and now they're out there trying to go to the next phase, which is dating, right?
Right.
And so then you get a woman that you know, her status is pretty good, but really all she cares about is the money. You're going after these women with just the face, nothing else really. They bring no other value to the table other than, of course, you know, if you want to have a kid with them, if you're thinking to go down that far, go down that lane. But as far as that, I think at the end of the day, if you're not compatible, that relationship will not be sustainable at all.
Oh, 100% compatibility. Well, I think that usually is the catalyst to most relationships, right? Even friendships. I mean, you gotta at least see eye to eye with whoever you communicate with, yeah, and be kind of on that same exact playing field. Then comes everything else. Men, unfortunately, one of the biggest issues are men usually find women and try to say you look good, and that's enough for me to try to force a relationship with you. And that's not good enough, right? What does this woman have to offer you? That should be the reason why you're trying to put some type of glue, put it all together. Looks is never good enough. Just like women, on the other hand, he has a nice car, he's doing this. So that'll be the reason why I'm trying to make this relationship work, because he got money. But he doesn't have character. He might lack us. There's a lot of rich simps out here, a lot of rich bums out here. It happens, right? Money doesn't just make you a man. It takes a lot to make you a man. That's just a byproduct of being a man. But once we learn that, I believe we would move a lot better, male and female alike, and we will cut this divorce crap out, right? So, with that being said, I got another topic for you. We're going to get a little bit lighter on this one. I got a little bit of Kendra G for you, but hold on. We got another super duper chat. My man Leon is emptying the bank account. Leon B1 says compatibility means nothing. He says, the woman you choose will become an extension of you, your personalities and goals. He says, this can only happen if you are a dominant man. Women will literally become the mini me if you are dominant. And to a degree, I do feel that. But sometimes your goals might not align at all with a woman. How can you make that work?
Compatibility means nothing. That's totally incorrect. Totally incorrect. And that's another question I was going to ask you is, GMT, when you're talking about the values that a woman brings to the relationship, like the things that a man really needs, what would those be?
The things that a man needs to bring to the relationship?
That a man needs from a woman when she's bringing something into a woman. Right.
So I would say one, that a lot of it has to depend on what status you're in. Right? Okay. I know when I was a bottom feeder, that was a real thing, right? I was a bottom feeder. Wow. I didn't really have much of a I didn't really have much expectations from the woman, right? I was that guy where I was trying to fit a square into a round hole. I knew it wasn't going to work, right? So I knew that she just had the looks. I was like, all right, she's going to be good arm candy, so let's try to make this work. And it wasn't good enough. But as I became a man, right, and I actually really started putting myself out there, my expectation from women started to become different. So when I was finding my wife, my current wife, my expectations was, I knew where I wanted to go, right? I knew the trajectory. I knew I wanted a family. So I wanted a woman to have certain morals. I wanted to make sure that if she had a father in her life, whether the father and the mother were still together, she respected that man. There was no disrespect. Even if he wasn't the best man in the world, she still was like, that's my daddy. Right? On top of that, what also was important for me when I found my wife was that her mother was coaching her on how to be a wife one day.
Mhm.
Not just cooking and cleaning, but the value of what does a man mean? What does a man, So even if, let's say, the mother and father was having rocky times, the mom tried to stick in with it because she knew the value of family. So I knew that if you're like that as a wife, you're going to teach your daughters to be that way as well. So those for me was specific things that I look for in a woman. That to me is a valuable woman.
Okay.
I land my plane. I'm gonna land my plane right there. I'm gonna land my Boeing 77.
And then for a male should bring what? What should a woman value that a male brings? I just want to
So
get these down pat.
So what a man needs to bring to the table, and it's like Adrian said, right? A man needs to bring I call it the 4 Ps. I go along the lines of shout out to Crimson Cure, because I believe she patented this, but I believe a man needs to bring the 4 Ps to the table, right? And that's protection, protection, provision, procreation, and problem solving, right? So if I'm able to profess all of that to you, right, my love, I'm able to love you as Christ loved the church, if you're a Christian, that is. Or I'm able to bring to you something to where I know I would die for you. I'm willing to put not only my money, but my life on the line for you. I'm willing to lead you into a direction that you could not lead yourself had you been by yourself. And have you have children, the intent is I'm not going to make you a single mom. So I should be bringing that full-on marriage, that commitment, even if it's not marriage, because not everybody today wants to be married, so I get it. But that full-on commitment, I should be bringing that to the table. That's what a man should be offering his wife. Not just the seed, but saying, here goes the ring. I offer you my life. I give you my last name. And now I'm going to lead, provide, protect you until my last day. Now I'm going to land that jet. That's my fighter jet. I'm going to land that over there.
That's your F-10, huh?
That's my
F-150.
that over. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Those are the things you look for. But I would like to move on with this show. So here we go with a little bit of KG. You know who Kendra G is. I ain't even gonna ask you that. I know you know who she is. Let's watch this crazy.
Baby.
Nayla.
Nayla, where you calling me from?
Fresno.
Fresno. Okay, how old are you?
I'm 32. I'll be 33 in August.
Nayla, Fresno, 32. So you're a Leo or a Virgo?
Yeah, I'm a Leo.
Do you have any kids?
I do. I have twins that's 9, a daughter that's no, my twins is 10. My daughter
About to say she had twins. That's 9. A daughter that
9,
I
and
was
then I have a
confused.
2-year-old.
Okay. So 4 kids.
I do.
Okay. All by the same man?
No, my first kid's father, he was murdered.
Sorry.
So 2017. Yeah. So
So how many
yeah,
how many men?
this.
How many men do you have kids by there?
Well, the first 3 is by one.
Okay.
And then my 2-year-old is by one. So 2.
Okay, so 2 men.
Yeah.
Sorry about your first kid's dad. Why you not with
Yeah.
the man you had a baby with 2 years ago?
He old, and I was tripping.
He's what?
He old, like he he ain't mine. Shit.
Was he ever yours or no?
No, I was just like from my first kid father, I was just like going through it a lot and turning up too much. And yeah, and it happened.
And this is the problem, right? These chicks turning up too much, and it happened. What I like about what she's doing though is she's holding accountability. What do you think about that, Link?
Yeah, she's holding accountability. It's unfortunate though.
That she's bringing a child into this world with that accountability, right? Or
Yeah,
you know what I'm
he has
saying?
to, and then now with social media, he has to sit here and this may come up again, like, oh, that's mommy, you know. So
That's
that's
mommy.
yeah, that's wild. Mm.
That's mommy.
And I kept my baby. Coming to find out, he had a whole baby mama pregnant with that baby and 10 more other kids. And my baby's a secret and he ain't in his life. He's a deadbeat. Like, it's just weird. Like, the baby did something to him. But, yeah. He 50, what, 4? I don't know. Yeah, he's 54. He my mom age. He was my
Hold
mama's
on, hold on.
friend.
So he's 54. That's his mom's friend. She had a baby with him. Yo, I see your face, Link. You look like you smell shit.
I mean, it's a mess, and you know, once your life is messed up like that, how do you fix it? You know, do you become an undesirable? You know, at that point. So that's what I'm looking at. Is there
Right,
any more chances for her out there? You know, now that all this has been displayed, laid out on the table, she's done,
right,
huh? She's
right.
cooked.
It's over. It's over.
It's
Damn.
over.
Woo, child.
Yeah. After grieving and going through everything I was going through and still going through, because it never gets old. You know,
Okay.
I did what I did. And I mean, my son, he here, he mine. I take care of all four of mine by myself, so I'm not looking for no help. Yeah.
Okay. I got a question. How does your mom feel about her friend dating you?
Oh, my Lord, we ain't even gonna get into that, honey. She done picked that man over me and my child so many times. It's crazy. It's a
Wait, what they
long,
have
very
did they ever date?
No, she just felt like that was her friend, and I'm just like, I'm your daughter, and yes, I have a kid by him, so step down on that. But
You know the
Wait, that was the
problem I
was that
have
the
with
mama's man first? Is that what I'm hearing?
nah. She said that the mom that's just a friend. But the mom
Yeah.
is picking him over her. And I'm guessing it's because it's like, yo, I raised a 304. You know what I'm saying? And the mom is probably mad at herself. Like, yo, how did my daughter stoop this low to sleep with this old man and not only sleep with him, but have a baby by him? Why do
Mm.
these women feel like, yo, you do, ladies in the chat, ladies in the replay, you do know you can have intercourse with a man and not get pregnant. Why are y'all bringing these babies in the world by these men are clearly they're no good? They, I'm sure this man let her know I'm just here for a good time, not a long time.
I think
You
it's
give this
status.
man a whole baby.
I think
You
it's
give this man
status.
a whole baby. You know
I
what
mean,
I'm saying?
you gotta look at the whole video. The whole video is, you know, when you ask that question, why would she pick him? You got to look at her self-esteem and her status, what she thinks about herself to attract the man that she's attracting. You know, once again, it's compatibility. She sees a mirror image of herself and thinks it could work. And I think for the
Right.
males, they see the same thing. Like, you know, she's on my same status level. I think we dating status groups, huh? That should be a new coin term, status groups.
Or like you said, people that's on the same level, right? They're on the same
That
exact playing
believe they're
field with
on the
each
same level. Now, you
other. Yeah.
know, some
So
can grow, but some don't, and
you
then some see it.
right, right. Because it's true. You usually meet people where you're at. But
Right.
let's
it
continue.
went crazy. I went to jail. Oh, it was crazy over all that bullshit with them too. It was weird. But no,
Well,
they
the
never
baby's
fucked
only
around.
2. How is it now?
Man, shit just hit the fan once I had him. I just found out a lot more than what the fuck I needed to know about that man. And it was just too late. Baby mama
Mm.
drama and shit, like just too much for me to handle while I'm taking care of 3 other kids and still grieving because, like I said, the shit never gets old. So I just ain't got time for it no more. I'm over it.
Okay. Ooh, child, we got a whole backstory. What kind of man you looking for, baby girl?
Oh my God, the list gonna go on. So not a liar, no cheaters. Um, bro.
Like, you know, I don't think this woman should honestly be dating.
Ever
I think
again.
she needs to focus on, well, at least until her children get older, right? You
Mm,
know, obviously her picker is off, right?
mm,
She's probably still likely at childbearing age where she could possibly get pregnant. I don't remember her age. So the likelihood is she'll keep making the same mistakes over and over again. Not to mention you're on Kendra G looking for a man, of all places. You know, there's a lot of work that a woman like that should do and
oof.
should focus on. It's not saying I don't believe ever again, but at least until them children get older, so she don't keep putting the kids through more and more trauma. You're adding into more of the foolishness that she keeps creating. What do you think about that?
I was about to say, do you think that growth will actually even happen, even when she decides to say, hold on, I'm gonna wait for the dating scene and try to work on myself?
Nah,
You
nah.
said nah?
No, but
That's the
the
first
good
lie.
thing is that at least you can make the mistake on your own, and your children are no longer children, to where they
Mm,
can see this foolishness that you keep doing. Right? You
mm,
you you at least give the kids a fighting chance to say, all right, well, at least I ain't seen my mom keep getting her heart broken by man after man after man. Then the daughter's gonna end up making the same mistake at her, taking no accountability for it and then what? So at least if she's older, she can't bring no more children in the world. All she could do is just be, you know, sleep with as many men as you want, old or
mm.
young, do whatever you want to do, no accountability, can't get pregnant. So at least you're not going to continue the foolishness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, having all
That's
these
that.
kids out
That's
of
just where
wedlock.
right. Mind your mind would just justify says if she can't even assess that she's not ready now, later is not guaranteed. I'm in 100%,
And
especially
that's
you
the thing
bringing
I had.
kids into it. I agree. I agree. That I agree with 100%. Let's keep going.
Handsome. Okay, that's my friend. She already married though. But what kind, man? Just like trustworthy man for real. Like what else? Cause if I'll destroy my whole baby daddy, that's who I don't want. A liar, a cheater, a manipulator.
But God, you brought a child into the world with a liar, a cheater, a manipulator, not your husband, blah, 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 blah. All of the above that you have negative to say about a man that you brought. Why didn't she abort mission? If you
Yeah,
know
because
what
I
I
mean, it's
mean.
gonna be some problems with those kids growing up now. There's nothing she can do about it either,
Right, right. Absolutely
and no man
nothing.
can correct it either. She said one was absent, so that's man,
Right.
catastrophic.
I mean, because no, her first baby father actually got
Yeah,
deleted.
yeah, yeah.
He got deleted. So, and granted, people
Um,
get deleted in many different ways, but I could only imagine what he may have been into to get deleted. And I'm trying to judge him by the baby mom he chose to have 3 kids with.
the compatibility to where you think you are, the where you
Right,
think you are.
right. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Do me a favor, y'all. Hit the like button as soon as you come in the door. Share this content. I am on the road to 50K subscribers. I'm tired of staying at 41,600. I've been there for too long.
So, so the question that I have now is, say this female right here with no
Mm-hmm.
kids, with just the same mindset, with no kids though yet, hasn't had any kids, and is as supposedly bad as that female in the first picture. She meets a dude with power, right? And then does he mold her into a woman in a position of power? Or will she could turn into a chameleon and get with this dude with all the money, just saying that she dates out of her status because she looks the part, right? like a scam, basically.
Okay.
And she gets with this guy with, status, great status, making a lot of money. Um, everything's in check, all the boxes check off for the man. Does he now groom her into a woman in a position of power? Somebody bring him up to his status to where now they can be compatible, or does he just drag around the trophy all day?
So when you say groom, because I don't believe I believe she's an older woman, so I don't think she could be groomed. Like usually after a woman becomes a certain age, she tends to kind of be stuck in her ways. As Leon said in the last one, he said, yo, these old broads can't be groomed, they done. So I would say after a certain age, but younger women, if you were to date a younger woman and she was a chameleon, I mean, listen, from what I'm gathering of what you're asking, it is 50-50 relationships, meaning that it's always going to be up in the air. You never know what you're going to get. All you could do is take a shot at the dark, right? And hopefully this person is there to be genuine. You could grow and build with them, right? So that's really all you could hope for. What up, Serge? That's really all you could hope for is that that means chill, son. Jesus Christ. Yeah, but that means you could grow and hopefully you could build with that person, but you never know. So yeah, a man, I would obviously say that when you are at your top level, I don't really think it's advisable for a man when you make it to your top level to get married into
Wait, you broke out. What'd you say? No, I didn't hear that part.
Like when a man makes it to his high level, right?
Right.
When he is at the top of his game, I don't believe that man should get married today. Not today.
Shouldn't get married today when he gets to his high level. So he should just have just a significant other. That's it.
I believe you can have a woman that you rock with, but I don't believe you should put it on paper. Okay. Because times have changed. In the past, we had to learn that is it worth it or it might not be, right? But today's times, nah. But I do believe that a man that's working his way up that totem pole, climbing that ladder, he could look for that wife, and then maybe he will find a woman unlike her.
So where's the max out? Where's the max out where you feel like you've achieved enough and you shouldn't marry? When you've reached the status and like you were saying.
I would say that's on you, right? I would say that's on you, the individual, to say you are where you want to be in life, right? Where let's say you set goals, right? Because everybody that's at a high level in life usually set markers, and every marker that they hit, that's when they're like, I deem myself, here now. So when you made the height of your game, it might be like, okay, my goal was to make $500,000 a year, and you hit that. So now you're living in the area you want to live in. You could afford to drive the car you want to drive. You're around a different level of people in life. Now you hit that mark. Now you can say, all right, do I want to get married? I wouldn't advise that man to.
You want to
would not really advise that man to, because nowadays it's too much of a risk to deal with a possible chick like this in the video, or these other chicks who's out here strictly trying to get your bread.
It sounds like
on your way up
is problems.
How it goes. Yeah. That's how it goes. So let me continue. Let's see what else we got going on.
North says, man, just a fuck nigga. I don't want. I don't want no brokies. I don't want no game bangers. I don't want no.
And you calling a man broke? I could look at her background. Hold up, let's rewind real quick. Let's look at
that's what I mean.
Background. You could always tell you got the brown cabinets and the white fridge,
the yellow tint.
You know what I'm saying?
Tint.
Right. And you got the nerve to say you don't want a brokey. You got the struggle tattoos. I hate that when women do that.
That's the same mentality of the girl that you see on Instagram in those what is it, them high rises, and they look like they own that. So they got their mindset. They're like, I don't want a brokey. But they broke themselves. They only got money from these dudes being what? Simps.
Being simps, paying that bill.
Super simps,
OnlyFans.
Paying for it.
Let's end this video off because I got 2 more slots I want to hit. I want to hit one spot of that last balloon challenge that came out because it is hilarious. Then we got to get into that Meg Thee Stallion twerking her little tail feather in Atlanta with Kamala Harris. But let's continue with this video.
I don't want no brokies. I don't want no game bangers. I don't want no weed smokers. I want a man.
Everything, I'm sorry. I know I keep saying I'm going to keep going, but anytime you hear a lot of women say what they don't want, that's usually what they're used to. So it's usually what they're used to. So you could tell you don't want no brokey. Okay, so you're used to dealing with brokies. You don't want a gangbanger, which is probably what happened to your first baby daddy. You don't want no dude that smokes, which is probably both of your baby daddies was probably smoking. So now you saying you want a man after you done dropped 4.
What was your relationship?
My kid's father.
Okay, that's when was he murdered?
2017.
So the guy you had a 2-year-old baby with, you was never in a relationship?
No, we just fucked and I got pregnant 3 months later. Yeah.
You had sex one time?
No, we were fucking.
Sexy red.
And I got pregnant. Like 3 months later, I was pregnant. I kept my baby. I don't believe in abortions because I was grown. I knew what I was doing. So why kill a baby? Take that responsibility on what you do.
So why not use a condom? I'm done with that. Let's move on to, like, it's literally like, yo, I cannot have sex without getting pregnant. Like, I have to get pregnant.
Like she could have at least got an IUD or something. Like you're wild.
But you just recklessly allowing these dudes to shoot the whole club up, turn around, dropping these babies, talking about what you don't believe in. All of a sudden, it's not your body, not your choice anymore. That does not make any sense. It's your body, your choice when you get pregnant. But before that, you ain't have no choice not to get pregnant. Make it make sense. I am done with her. I am done with her. He says nasty mouth and a hot damn mess. Totally agree. Let's get into this balloon challenge. So, let's see what we have over here.
Okay, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
And what are some things you like to do for fun?
I like to play basketball. I'm getting into photography and pretty much just hang out with my friends, That's pretty much it.
Okay. And what are some things you look for in a woman?
You just pretty much just have to want to be led by a man,
Yo, how would you feel if you walked out and people started popping balloons on you?
Man, I would start laughing like I just did because that's hilarious. You got a balloon popped on you, my boy? Like,
you barely said 2 words. You said you was in the military and some chick pop. What? What did I do?
Yeah, she wanted to pop it before you even started talking.
Pretty ambitious, and that's pretty much it.
Okay. All right. What are some deal breakers?
If you do have children, I want to start a family of my own, and then pretty much, I just got to be able to show like my mother like your Instagram and stuff. Can't be doing too much and you laughing and stuff.
Okay.
She got to approve.
All right. Approve on the Instagram.
Have to.
Okay. All right. So we did get a couple of pop balloons. Let's go on over there, see what's going on. All right. Let's start with your name and age.
Hi, my name is Jasmine. I'm 24.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I think he's really handsome. It's just I'm big on energy, and I just wasn't getting it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like you mean like you want?
I knew it. She wanted to pop it before he said anything.
Big on energy.
Like his energy. Yep.
I always say, fellas, if a woman sits there and tell you if once she talks about signs too much, red flag, stay away. If she's all about, I'm into my zodiac signs and we don't mesh because Leos and Virgos and this, stay away from her. Red flag number 1. And when a chick also keeps mentioning energy,
You should
leave
get sleepy.
for the
You should get
birds.
sleepy.
You want high energy or
Just like a, energy. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now, she's someone that's your type?
Yeah, I would definitely approach her outside of here. She's beautiful.
Thank
Can't
you.
complain.
And then we did get one down there. Oh, we got two down here. Okay. Let's start right here with your name and age.
I'm Princess. I'm 23.
Okay. And Princess, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I have a child. She's 5.
Okay. So children are a deal breaker for you.
It is.
Is she someone that is your type, though?
Yeah, I would say.
Appreciate it. You look good.
Thank you. I like the lashes. I respect it.
Thank you.
Yeah, for real.
All right, and then we got one more down here. Okay, we can have your name and age.
I'm sorry. I'm a goofball, but I'm Paris. I'm 28.
Okay. And Paris, why did you end up popping your balloon?
So, like I said, you are handsome. However, I do model and content creation. Not what you think. No, not like that. But you said your mom is gonna look. Not saying I got bad pictures, but I got a lot of creative pictures with different outfits and stuff. And I don't know where. And she don't understand like creative, artsy things. Then she won't understand where I'm going with it. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah.
Now, has your mom told you no before off of a girl's Instagram?
Yeah, she has.
Oh.
She's like, she's Puerto Rican. She don't really play with that.
Okay. And now is Paris someone that you type?
No.
And why not?
Just the physical attraction wasn't there.
Thank you.
She looks strong.
All right, let's head up back. So we do still have 5 balloons left unpopped. I'm going to have you ask these ladies a question, help you narrow it down, see who's more of your match.
Okay. So it's kind of like a 3-part question. So like, when was your last relationship? How did it end? And how long ago was it?
Okay, let's start right here with your name and age and the answer to those questions.
My name is Alexis. I'm 24. My last relationship was about 2 years ago. It ended because we just went the compatibility just started, separating.
Okay.
And we were together for 4 years.
Okay.
Let's go to our next lady. Name and age and the answer to this question.
Alaya, and I'm 25, and my last relationship was the end of 2022, and we broke it off because of
CJ, what up?
We had a lot of miscommunication. We couldn't get on the same page, so we just had to break things off. And we were together for 2 years.
When you say we, it was like you and him, or?
As in trust issue? No, it was him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Your name and age and the answer to his questions.
I'm Asia. I'm 25. My last relationship was about 2 years ago.
If you were single, who balloon would you have pop first?
You talk about me? If I was single?
Yeah, you. If you were single, who?
Man, you got to go back. I got to see the whole thing because I'm popping balloons before they even start talking.
Oh, man. All right, you know what? We're going to get to that one in a minute. I need to know who you would pop before.
Your balloons would have got popped.
Lasted for 3 years, and it ended because it was just extremely toxic. Yeah, it was terrible.
Probably pretty much the same thing. Was it like toxic?
Was I toxic?
Ways, both ways. I mean.
Well, I did have a hand to play, but not initially.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You look like you ain't believing it. What's going on?
She said she had a hand to play with it. I mean, I'm 26 now. I'm not that I don't really have time for that. It's like
no, I don't do the toxic
toxicity
stuff.
for me
That's
now.
why
It's kind of like
done. That's why it's done.
I respect it. I went your separate ways, but
yeah.
It's going over here. Ooh. We'll be back. Your name and age and the answer to his questions.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm 25. So my last relationship was 2022. We were together 5 months. Not long, but he had
Mona, you are right. That to me, Mona, that's a problem, right? I mean, I'm not saying because this dude does seem like a well put together dude as well, but usually these men will come out here like trash, but they might like the way the man look and they won't pop his balloons off the rip. Mm-hmm. But it'll be a good stand-up man, but because he's too short, pop, 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 pop. The moment he walk out the door, yo, it is crazy. Crazy. Let's continue.
issues. He was a liar. Nothing he said added up. he get mad a lot, like tantrums and stuff, and I didn't want to deal with that.
Okay. Thank you.
Over here, your name and age and the answer to this question.
Hi, I'm Taylor. I'm 22. It just marked 2 years that I've been single. We were together for 2 years and I ended it because I just didn't feel like I was growing with him. It was just stuck. So I just couldn't do it.
I guess I'll ask you another question. Is like, did you do anything to try to like?
I mean, I was
motivate her.
Yeah, I was there. I was very motivating him, but he just priorities, they weren't together. So yeah.
Okay.
All right. So our lady back here did end up popping. What's going on?
Oh, I just popped because I felt like he was gonna pop my balloon or something.
Oh.
Yeah, because I said the toxic stuff. Yeah.
Were you about to pop hers off with that?
Yeah,
Okay,
I was. Yeah.
okay.
I felt it.
Yeah.
To get on out of there.
Okay.
Appreciate. I respect that. I respect it. Though.
Let's head on back. So let's go ahead and ask these. Actually, she popped, but I'm gonna have you pop one of these ladies' balloons just based off of what you've heard so far. So let me hand you a pick. There you
Is
go.
it based off what I heard?
Yeah, what you've heard, what you see, whatever it may be. Go ahead and pop one of the remaining balloons. Okay, why did we end up popping hers?
I just don't think the physical attraction was there. You know, I mean, it's pretty much it. You know.
So why did you have your balloon unpopped for him?
Well, I thought he was cute, but then I had like some concerns. I don't even want me to say it or not.
Say it.
Okay, so I'm not trying to be funny. So I was like thinking like if you were like in my bed or something and I turned the fan on, like you would fly across my room because you're like really skinny. But I like skinny guys.
What?
Huh.
Yo, hold up. Does that look like a skinny dude to you, man?
No.
If she
that's
trying to be
crazy.
she being a clown because her
I mean,
balloon,
when was
he
she
popped-
thinking that? That's the
she
thing.
kept her balloon the whole time.
Close to it too. She was hugging.
Yeah, she actually she was gonna add that to the addition behind her.
Right.
And then now all of a sudden, because he came and popped it, he need to pop. He need to say, turn around and use that pin and pop that ass. Cause what? That don't even make sense. You pop his balloon now, all of a sudden he's too skinny for you? Hold on, man. Am I tripping? Look, hold on 1 second. Let me
The fan on, like you would fly across my room because you're like really skinny. But I like skinny guys, but you're like really skinny. And then I was also thinking like if I was in the bed with you and I'd lay my head on your chest, it would feel like laying on a pile of dishes or something. So I didn't want to, you know. But you're cute though. So
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm 205 pounds.
Okay.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. That was funny. That was funny though,
good.
man. Yo,
Politics.
if a girl told
Creative.
that's creative. Yo, if a girl told you that, what would you say, man? I'll probably just laugh like,
I
yo,
laughed in
man,
her
you
face.
wild. Right.
I'd be like, you mad because I popped your balloon. That's just basically
You
what I
popped your
would say.
balloon.
Yeah.
Right. It's your BBL, like my man says, her BBL.
Look, I was laughing at him.
Yo, skinny boy is hilarious.
Because he said Lash is gonna start
that's
flapping, but I'm thinking that Superpowers is gonna fly across the room when that fan cut on. And we just come on.
Right. He said, girl, shut up. If I turn on the fan, your
Right.
lashes will start flapping. Them things will go away in the wind. Yo, these chicks be tripping. They can't take rejection, and that's the biggest thing. You know what I'm saying?
Then they
Men,
wanna get
we're used to getting rejected, so it is what it is. Like, you tell us you don't want us, okay, keep it pushing. You know, we understand. We overstand. It's okay.
Right.
Women can't take it. Let's continue.
I know.
You feel how you feel. It is what it is.
There's no offense. I mean, I
No,
like
no.
skinny guys, you know, but
No, I appreciate you being
I
honest.
was just looking out for you, looking out for me. But yeah. That's all.
All right, thank you. Let's head back. Okay. Go ahead and ask these remaining ladies a question.
Any of y'all always in the club? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like pretty much popping out all the time.
Okay, that's your question.
Pretty much.
Okay. You always outside.
No, I feel like I did that when I was, 21, 22. So I got that out the way. I feel like.
Okay.
He wants to know if you're always outside. Definitely not. I am a homebody for sure.
Okay.
I already know, skinny
Got one
boy.
more down here. All right, are we outside?
Okay, wait. Okay, when I was 21, when I turned 21, like I was outside the whole year. I waited till I was like 21 to get in the club, so I never like snuck in the club or nothing. But like now, I've honestly been taking life more seriously. So I mean, like I'm single still. So if someone asked me to, but like if I've been on flyers, like yeah, but like, so yeah.
She going outside every
But I
weekend.
can be a homebody. Like,
Literally every weekend.
She
You
knows
talking
she
about
is too.
right.
She reneging on every sentence she says. Well, I
She
was.
started with I was 21, and
Now I got to bring it back. If they ask me though, I'm gonna pop back out.
You know what she gonna say the moment a man asks her to stop going to the club? You trying to control me.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You trying to
That's a fact.
control me. You want to
But
control
on the
women.
flip end, she already let him know. So if he don't pop a balloon, then it's on him too because he made the choice too.
You got a point.
Yeah, he
You got a
knows who
point.
she is. She told him, without telling him.
Right. You got a good point there. Because and that's where a lot of dudes mess up at. They would have saw cute. They would have saw a cute face, nice little body, and say, you know what? Let me take this. Even though she told you who she was, 100%, she told you, yo, listen, I'm that chick that's outside. And then the dude would turn around and take it and then be mad later on.
But sometimes it's an ego thing. Sometimes a dude will be like, "Hey, I'm just like this to where I'm Hemitron or whatever. I can change it. She ain't gonna want to go out after me." So sometimes you take that gamble, but it's a gamble.
Nah. That's why we say you got to be, especially if you're looking for a wife. I doubt he looking for a wife. But if you're looking for a wife, I doubt it. Nah, he don't seem like he still seem like he still want to have a little fun out in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, girl, back
He's still
then,
young.
Brown looking a little crazier now that it's freeze framed and it's not really on her. She's looking a little crazier. I see why he.
Oh yeah, nah. She didn't look good at all. From like,
it's looking worse from this angle.
Yeah. Yo, nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. Lala says he better.
Let's see.
Let's see what happens.
like but no, but lately I haven't been out. So
what's lately?
Yeah.
Okay, does traveling count?
You pop out when you're traveling?
Like if I go travel and I'm with my friends and like they want to go to the club, like does that count?
I feel like there's a little bit of confusion between it. It's like you go out a lot.
Okay, well, recently, probably about like a couple months ago. So yeah.
All
right.
I told you.
Lies. All right, go ahead and pop one of these ladies' balloons.
You shouldn't even have walked away. You should have stayed there.
Okay, she's too outside for you?
Yeah. Too outside.
Oh my gosh.
It was only because like you kind of, not that you didn't know like how long ago or like, it was just a little bit of confusion for me trying to figure out when's the last time you've been out or whatever. You just got 2 months ago.
I mean,
maybe trying to turn over a new leaf. I respect it, but it's like, it was just a little bit confusing.
Can't trust it.
Why'd you have your balloon unpopped for him?
He's attractive. I didn't really see anything negative, so yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
Okay, we've got 2 ladies remaining. Not remaining. Ladies, any questions you guys want to ask him? Okay. She said yes right away.
I would like to ask you the same question. When was your last relationship and why did it end?
So my last relationship was like 2 years ago. It ended because we just, weren't growing together and we had a mutual agreement. It's like, we're just not gonna waste any time. So.
Okay. Like that. I think. Oh, yours said how long ago it was?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Okay, got it. Any questions?
Yeah. So how soon are you looking to like get married, build a family, stability, or like a stable relationship?
Probably like in the next like year and a half, 2 years. So like if somebody comes along that actually meets like, I wouldn't say like my criteria, but like my standards or whatever, yeah, it'll work.
Okay. That's it.
Any other questions? You guys good? Oh, you do? Okay.
Are you comfortable with silence, or do you feel like you always have to fill the space with conversation?
It depends. Like if we vibe out, if I know your tendencies or something, and you don't want to talk in the morning,
That's a
or
good
you need
question.
coffee or something like that, I'm not gonna press you.
Okay, I like that answer.
Okay. All right, time to pop. Okay,
Wow.
why did we end up popping hers?
I just feel like I'm probably more attracted to her than I am you. So
Understandable.
you're very beautiful though. Can't
Thank you.
complain.
Mhm.
I love the drip, you know.
See what he gonna realize though. What he gonna realize is you see this girl to the left with the white shirt on,
Yeah.
and that same girl that he said they're sisters. They're
Yeah, that's
actually
what I
twins.
figured. They look like I knew. I said I was just about to ask you that.
Yeah, they're actually twins. Hold on, let me see if I can get both of them in the picture.
Yeah, they look exactly alike.
And why did you have your balloon unpopped for
He's
him?
handsome, and I
Look at their faces.
Yeah.
So what he gonna realize is, wow, these are the same exact women. And if the other woman's personality is the way she is, you could only imagine what the sisters is like. He don't know his pick is off. I would have picked this woman with the yellow dress.
With the yellow dress. Yeah, I mean, other than them, yeah. I mean, you might as well pop both their balloons. But
If anything, pop, pop, hi, I'm going home. Goodbye. But my, he's bugging.
they might even
He's
switch
bugging.
out on them. You know, let me try.
No.
and I also like the fact that he said he needs his mother approval with his woman, so I appreciate it.
Cool. Okay, let me bring you on up here. Come on up, come on up. All right, y'all. Any final questions between either one of you?
You can go first. You can go first.
Shit.
You don't have to have one. If you don't have one, don't force it.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna force it, but if you got something for me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna force either.
Oh, all right then. That's and yeah, like okay. So is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
And is it a yes for you for her?
Yeah.
We got a match. I'll take this mic, and you guys can go on up. Let's give it up for them.
All right, let's see if I can get them in frame. Let's see if I can get them in frame. Could I get them in frame for you? Let's see if I can get them in frame.
Okay, ladies.
I can't.
Let's
Yeah,
go
if
ahead
you
and bring.
start off from that last one. She was already crossed out.
Right. So, all right. So the rest of these ladies here, just look at this. Give me two balloons that you would have popped first. Just off of what they said.
Well, definitely one balloon is already popped. So her balloons, oh no, it's behind her back. Her balloon definitely would have got popped.
Oh, you talking about the one with well, she got two kids.
Yeah.
Well, two kids
yeah.
or one kid. I can't remember, but she got a kid.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
Her
just
balloon
off
would've
looks,
got popped.
just off looks alone, her balloon would have got.
Yeah. Yeah, it
I
got
would
popped.
have stomped on that balloon like, boom.
Not stop. You would DDT the balloon, huh?
Word.
You know,
Give me one more. Give me one more.
It's not really a tough choice. It would definitely be
Saggy BBL.
Yeah, I was about to say Bear Shoes, but yeah, her. Yeah, she got the bear shoes. She got the chinchillas that P. Diddy was dancing around when he told Biggie he's gonna come out the jungle in the chinchilla, but they on her feet. Yeah, they on her feet. Where's Diddy?
Oh man, yo, son, her ass look crazy, son. What part of the game is that?
Yeah, she came in there like she didn't care.
With the attitude too, man.
Mhm.
Yo, these dudes be, I don't know, because somebody is telling her she bad every day. Some
Oh,
dude
yeah.
is walking out the door, and some dude is like, "Yo, Ma, you are the goddess, queen, earth, butter, pecan." Like I would straight up drink your bath water. I swear to God, grand
Almost
rising
threw
on
up.
you.
I
Yo,
halfway
some
threw
dudes
up.
is doing that. You know what I'm saying? He said the
Wolverine fur.
Wolverine fur.
Crazy.
Insane.
That's that
Anyways,
saber tooth.
let's get to the main topic, man. This whole Kamala Harris foolishness. Ready? You ready for this one, my guy?
Man, I want to see it. Let's see
All
what you
right,
got.
let's get into it. Let's get into it. So, just to add a little context to this, right? Just in case those who don't know, those that might be part of the Republican Party, or those who just don't care about what the hell is going on in politics. Megan Thee Stallion decided that she would perform for Kamala Harris in Atlanta at a convention. Now, if you look at the crowd ain't nothing but a bunch of old people, black and white. And I heard from people that was in the crowd saying that was the absolute most quiet concert they ever heard. Why on earth would Kamala Harris have Megan Thee Stallion, the queen twerker, the WAP queen, come out and sing? And you see, my biggest problem with this is the black female image. That's the whole problem I have with this. This is why it's a problem. But let's see what Black TikTok is saying, because the sisters are starting to wake up.
I hope so.
Sisters are starting to wake up. They're calling it out. I'm gonna copyright.
I'm gonna start this video by saying I'm 100% still voting for my girl Kamala, okay? Kamala, we love you, baby. Next, I'm not sure why we chose Megan Thee Stallion to perform. Love black women, supported all the black rappers. Nothing wrong with Megan Thee Stallion as her. But to put her on the presidential stage twerking and dancing and, shaking ass and doing all that, I don't see the correlation there. I don't know, maybe gun violence. I don't know where it's coming from, why that was a good choice. I'm so confused. I genuinely am confused. I'm like here sitting in my car laughing for the first 5 minutes. But then I'm like, okay, there's obviously a reason why we chose Megan Thee Stallion to perform at a presidential rally. I don't know.
Them girls are waking up, man. They waking up. How do you do that? Like, yo, listen, do you know how much of an embarrassment this is for black women? It's black men, we ain't got nothing to do with this. We have absolutely nothing to do with this, right? Because most black men are not out here buying Megan Thee Stallion albums unless they're part of the rainbow community. But most black men ain't doing it. So this is a disgrace, because what it does is it literally says, like, listen, black people, and from what we all know, how Kamala Harris used to break it down, she's not black, she's Indian. So for her to even be on this stage, bringing up a black woman to show the worst parts of the community is an utter embarrassment. I ain't gonna tell people who to vote for. That's not what this channel is about. All I can say is this: pay attention to the signs and what they're doing and what they're trying to do. Joe Biden said it his last term: you're not black if you don't vote for me. And
Man.
black that up.
Yeah, I fell for it though.
Iron shaking. And black people are chewing it up. Help me understand, black folks. What do you think about this, Link?
I mean, I really don't get into politics too much, but I did follow it early in the Trump times, because Trump was like Trump TV. So it was pretty interesting. I think he even had a debate today that was really interesting. But back to what you're saying about Kamala or Kamala,
Kamala.
She's been stating that she's Indian for the longest, and has been shown that she is harsh on the black race. But it's funny how Trump came out today and was like, I haven't known her personally, but I know for a while that she was Indian. He said now, in recent events, she turned black. That is crazy. And that's what they always try to do, is try to fit in. They try to culture vote, fit into the community when it's time, when it benefits them, and we fall for it. Well, not we, because I don't fall for it, but we fall for it as a whole, because if one falls for it, then we all fall for it, and that's what it boils down to.
Right.
yeah, I hate to see it because at the end of the day, like we get used for our color to advance our own agenda. That's the only time that it's known for. And when it's a bad thing, then everybody wants to separate from us, you know. So this is one of the things, like she probably wouldn't want anything to do with us if it wasn't for her presidential campaign. But as soon as somebody changes who they are, people believe it automatically without doing their research and looking at the history and the signs and the body language and the voice and how happy they are and doing a few things before they get into office to prove what they're saying to back it up. Like you can't believe nobody off of face value, not even somebody you see walking around in the street. So I don't know why you would believe somebody that's been quiet for 3 years and not endorsing or not, you know, bigging anybody another candidate over another one. It's just things that I've seen. And if
Well, man,
anybody,
I mean, but you're speaking facts, right? So you're actually talking the truth when you say that. You know,
yeah,
you got to look at this, right? The way I look at it is like this. We have literally turned into a time where more people are getting their passports than ever because they can't no longer afford to live in the US now. Like I said, I don't get into politics much, but I do look at what's happening. She's
right,
been a part of that administration for years.
right,
Can't say there's much else that hit the table other than how much money is being spent on wars, which obviously in return will hit us on the interest rate, which goes to our federal government, which in return continues to fund these wars. But people can't afford to buy houses. People could barely, the average car note in the US right now is $700 a month.
right. And it
Yet,
deters people.
right, the average salary hasn't even raised more than the average man making $50,000 a year,
Right.
roughly. So if we have to put all of this together, but then they have Meg the Stallion up there as the staple, and black people will chew it up.
I'm confused.
It really used to be a thing to be in the White House, to be posted up with a president, posted up with maybe future president. And now I just feel like the politicians know that the power are in the influencers' hands these days.
It's always been that way.
Which is not a fucking flex. Like, I hate that social media literally runs the world, but it's the truth. So these politicians got motherfuckers performing, shaking ass at pep rallies, or excuse me, political events, whatever the fuck. Long story short, I don't want to live here no more. I really don't. Like, seriously. Like, no jokes. I don't. I want to leave.
And she's in her 20s and she see
Why
that.
the hell was Megan Thee Stallion twerking at Kamala Harris' presidential speech? It is a time and a place for that, honey. I could have went to a concert to see that. And Kamala, it's too much serious stuff going on right now in the world for you to be playing like that. Why did you think that was cool? Why did you think that was funny? Anybody that's running for president right now, shit is serious right now in this world. We need to know, how can we get free child care for the mommies with kids? Because it ain't no way I'm about to be paying almost $2,000 for my baby to go to school. How about that? We need to know, how can we get free tuition for the kids? How can we get the gas prices down, the food prices down? How can we get guns off the streets? How can we get black men from steady getting killed? How can we get police officers to stop killing innocent women? Like, we need to know the real. We don't need no concert. We don't need no woman twerking. That shit looked a mess. Now, I love Megan Thee Stallion, but again, I could have went to the concert for that. But Kamala, please do better, because that was a fool.
Megan, why was you on that stage twerking? I know
The girls is waking up. They waking
I will
up.
stand on business when it comes to her. Girl, you was on that presidential stage twerking. Girl, you know we cannot be acting like that in front of the auntie. Anyway, it's hotties for Harris.
A lot of people.
That's hotties for Harris and baddies for Harris. And it's actually a thing. You see, the point is this, right? I truly believe that the Democratic Party really felt like they lost the black male vote. So it's almost like, how can we get as many women as possible, to unite to get out and vote? This is not the way to do it. You could have brought class to the stage. You could have brought all of these humongous influences that actually bring substance to the table to the stage. No, You bring somebody who continues to pretty much make things into a strip club everywhere she goes.
Correct.
Help me
Absolutely.
understand that. Help me understand that.
And there was some
Let's
that
listen
still
to
go
what
out there.
right. Let's listen to what this little queen gotta say. My man is in the building, Willie. What is good, my guy? Wall Street. Miss
What
you,
up?
man. Miss you. We got to do a show together soon, my guy. What up? So let's continue. Let's see what she has.
On Twitter got a whole lot to say about Megan Thee Stallion performing at Kamala's rally yesterday. They saying stuff like, this is totally inappropriate. This is a political rally. She's getting up there twerking her monkey, and that is so degenerate. She's a ghetto black. And there we have it. And what's really interesting is it's our people. It's our people. Going on and on about the respectability politics yet again. Going on and on again about how what we do and how we present and the things we do are just so fucking ghetto. Y'all are anti-black. But more than that, let me tell you what's really going on. A lot of y'all, this is really y'all first time ever paying attention during a political campaign and or election season. Because if this wasn't, you would understand that somebody performing at a rally is so goddamn basic and usual. Like, y'all cannot be serious. Do not tell me y'all don't remember what was going on when Obama was first running in 2008. Bitch, every celebrity known to man was getting involved. Do you not remember Vote or Die? Every single thing that we did,
She got
as
it
a
messed up,
community,
though.
they incorporated voting because they were really trying to get that black man in the office. And guess what the fuck happened after that?
She got it messed up, though, right? And why I say that is because of the type of people. Back then, they had Common on stage. They had John Legend on stage. They had whole songs devoted towards voting. Fine, I'm with it. Meg Thee Stallion, who's next? Sexy Red?
I knew it. I knew it was coming.
You remember back in when Biden was running, they literally had women with signs on their ass. And on the signs, it was like, oh my God, I can't believe I just had a block. But literally, they had shorts, booty shorts with signs on it on videos talking about get out and vote. That is how they feel about black women, y'all. That is how they feel about black women. I'm so happy that I woke up. I'm so happy that I woke up because I'm seeing the foolishness that they really are. Yo, why we still, all of this, and we get out and vote, and we do all of this, why we still don't have a hate crime act towards us?
Right.
Asians got it almost immediately. Immediately. You still got sisters out here getting murdered by police. Brothers getting murdered by police. Brothers murdering brothers, and they're not trying to fix the communities. Granted, I'm a sole believer, right, that it is up to us men to fix our communities. But if the government stops investing in these communities, then what do you have? They stopped investing in most of these black communities in years. And here's the thing, they gentrify it so, and I keep saying I'm not going to get into politics, but damn, this is pissing me off. They invest so much into making sure they gentrify our neighborhoods, making it unaffordable for black people to get out. Mind you, they took away sports in most of these schools. They took away music class in so much of these schools. These kids have nothing to look forward to.
Took away homework.
So they literally are, they don't even do homework no more.
Never.
These kids are literally leaving school and having nothing to look forward to. If I right now, I want my son to go into band and learn drums and learn how to play the piano. I gotta pay for that. I gotta pay for that. How many parents could afford that though?
Right.
So their kids is doing nothing but hanging out.
Right.
And then more and more, it's causing more and more foolishness, more and more debauchery. All these kids is having sex. The younger they are, the more kids they having now. On top of that, not only are they having kids, the more crime, come on. It's not really helping us at all. But we are sitting there talking about what is going to change. What's going to change? When Ice Cube and I'm talking a lot, and I'm sorry, Link. No, I
Not good. Keep going. Turn it up. Let's go.
When
You
Ice
speaking
Cube,
facts.
right? When Ice Cube tried to put out the agenda for the Black community, he went on that show with what's those old broads' names? Vivica Fox and the rest of them. I forgot the name of their show, Fox Soul, something like that. And he talked about the agenda for Black people. They turned around and said, "What about the agenda for Black women? Aren't Black women Black people?" But it's so much so that Biden didn't even want to hear that agenda. No, he had hip hop artists hitting the stage that said, "You're not Black if you don't vote for me." What are we getting out of this? And this is the problem. This is the problem. I say it over and over again. I'm sorry, Link. I just talked a lot. I'm not having the best of days. I know I'm not having the best of days. And I'm pushing through to give y'all a good show. And my man Link is up here to support me. And I greatly appreciate him for that. I'm going through a lot right now. I'm trying not to allow my, you know what I mean? Put the gloves on. But, yo, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
And the main thing is, listen, I think, man, y'all gonna hate me when I say this, but I'm just gonna say it anyway. I think that what Camilla's doing, Kamala, whatever her name is,
Call her whatever you want.
Yeah, Susie. At the end of the day, she has to carry her campaign properly, because I mean, I've seen all over the internet where she's getting bent over tables and all this other stuff. Like, you are Megan Thee Stallion to the community at this point. So, if you want somebody to take you serious, you need to go and dive into what Black people really need if you're really claiming that. Like, we say the same thing about what has Obama done for us, and I look at it as, I mean, y'all can say whatever y'all want. Y'all can say nothing. Y'all say, "Oh, we got the Obamacare Act." When I remember how encumbering that Obamacare Act was, I was working at a normal job. Listen, man, and I felt like that was the worst thing, because I was super good in health. I didn't need the Obamacare, but if you didn't have a health care in place, guess what? You were getting penalized at the end of the year. And I was like, that is so encumbersome. This is like, why are you forcing me to do this? And that was one of the things that I was like, man, you became president and you threw in an extra problem that I have to figure out, somebody that's super healthy. Now I can understand for people that may need whatever, okay, you may have a different view on it. But for me, it was like, look, man, this is extra. So please put out stuff that's gonna really help Black people. Like, stop letting them get shot. Say, okay, we're gonna take away, what is it called? Something immunity. I forgot what it is for the police. Like, let them be charged as regular people. Let them be held accountable when they take someone's lives. Because if you think about it, if that was your mom who they just did that to on the Sonia Massey's case, you'd be all over it. You'd be like, let's march, let's do all that. But instead, like they said, go to your local your local city and all that, and get down there and try to figure out the process. Because that's another thing that I hate that we don't touch on a lot, is what's the process step by step. And I know a lot of people is going to think it's boring, but we need to do some like a Zoom on this is the process, so that people can stop saying, how do we do it? Qualified immunity. Exactly. Thank you, Wall Street. You came in clutch for the 3. So listen, like, we got to start coming up with solutions for this stuff and stop trying to follow the person that's trying to create an image like they are like us, because they not like us. Like, can you see, y'all hear that song on the radio? I'm gonna just quote that. They not like us. She's not like us. She's trying to put herself there for the moment. Once she gets, how many times have you seen, once they get elected, they honor nothing, or very, 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 a very small amount of what they promised you? My line of work, you can't promise stuff that you're not going to deliver. You know, that'll get you one of those brown envelopes. But they do it all the time. So yeah, definitely RIP to
Right.
Sonya Massey. I mean, that's something we shouldn't let stuff like this go, you know, because it's a revolving door for it to keep happening. And if we keep letting presidents get in there, see, even Trump, I'm saying hold him accountable too. If he's saying, oh, I'm for black people, then be for black
Yeah.
people. Tell me what you're gonna do before you cross that finish line. I feel like we should hold our vote. If they can't do that first, I think you need to let us know what you're gonna do first. Let me know what you're gonna do for us instead of just saying I'm gonna do ambiguous, a vague concept that we all just gonna jump on board because it's almost like clickbait. Oh, I'm gonna do
Right.
this, and then next thing you know, you don't do it.
Right.
So,
Right. Man, all facts, my guy. All facts. And I'm with you with that. You know what I'm saying? We need to stop voting for representation and start
Right.
voting our interest. We need to start voting for what's right. We need to stop allowing politicians to make us look like clowns and monkeys
Right.
and dangle a banana in front of us for our
And playing
votes.
their circus over and over. We looking like a circus act. You understand? It's
We
crazy.
need to, right. We really need to stop and put real thought behind these votes.
Mm,
Like my man Skinny Boy said earlier, vote local. That is the most important time for you to vote. Most things that you vote for presidential, when it goes to the government, they usually leave it up to the states after.
right. Move some of them dusties out the seats. Those are the real
Right.
dusties. They've been in those seats forever making the same exact laws that don't help us.
Right. It's time we really start to pay attention to who's in our local office, our local politics.
Right.
Stop thinking that this presidential race is the most important thing you could vote for.
Right.
Most things are left up to your state. When it comes down to money and how you're going to retire, that's your president. And let me ask y'all a question. Does it look like retirement is going to happen for most Americans at the age of 65 from today? It's probably not. Most people cannot afford to retire in America right now.
Yeah.
The homeless rate for Black women has risen tremendously. Black women are leading the pack to catch up to men in general with homelessness.
Mm.
And this is all within the past 4 years, right after that moratorium was out. Black women are leading the pack. We're not making much more money at these quote unquote jobs. You're working. We have to figure out hustles, side hustles
Right.
to make a living.
Mhm.
You could barely afford to go to the doctor.
Right.
But what are we voting for? We're voting for
Taxes.
somebody because they look like they quote unquote have melanin in them.
Right.
Or not only melanin,
But she's a
but
female.
she's a female, so it's representation. And on
Right.
top of that, we're also voting for, she got Meg Thee Stallion on the stage and Quavo. That's all we need. Oh, man. She really had a concert. Why? That was not supposed to be a concert.
Right.
They didn't even talk. I think Quavo only brought up gun control in a very minimal part of it.
Right.
The
And
rest
that's
of
a
it,
big tribute to what?
right. The rest of it, 100% was contribute to foolishness.
Right.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Stop voting your feelings and vote your interest.
So did
Vote
they have
what's best for
Quavo
you
talk?
and your family.
Did they have
Huh?
they had Quavo talk about gun control?
He brought up gun control, but I honestly got so pissed off at the whole thing. I tried to watch it and I was like,
Man, listen. Having Quavo talk about gun control is like having T.I. talk about it.
Right. Every song you talking about murdering people, and here you
What?
are talking about murdering
So
people.
once again, it's a circus. You can't take
It's a
this at
circus.
all seriously. Like
At all. At all. But Link, my brother, man, this was a great show. This was a great show. I really appreciate you for helping me get through
oh yeah.
today. It's a rough day for me. I am not going to put my business out in these streets, but I am going to say, pray for a brother. Keep my family in your prayers. And I appreciate this because this was a great distraction for me. I had much love in the comment section. Thank you, everyone, for staying active. Thank you so much, Leon, for your $50 super chat, $50 super chat, $20 super chat.
Big money,
Man, when
Lee.
I tell you, you are appreciated. Man, truly a brother and a partner of the show. Truly. I want to thank everyone for chiming in the chat, my mods in the chat. Thank you for holding it down, dropping the links. Everyone, please follow Mona D.
Oh man. So I guess you were saying please follow Mona D. My man dropped off real quick, but I like everybody being here, like everybody supporting the channel. Please comment and subscribe for more content. My man GMT does a beautiful job of what he does, but you know he's back in the building. So go ahead with your
And
message.
you was holding it down,
Yeah.
yo. GMT family in the building. He was holding it down. That's what I'm talking about, man. I truly respect my peoples, man. God bless me with this channel. He blessed me with good people in my life. Link, you are a brother of mine. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate. Beyond this show, Link and I are true friends, and I really respect him. And I want to thank you so much for supporting me over and over. Do me a favor, everyone in the chat and in the replay, follow Link's channel. His channel is right there, Intellect Ignited. On top of that, he also teaches trucking. What's the trucking?
Oh yeah, Enoch LLC. Oh yeah,
Enoch LLC.
Hmm?
You know what I'm saying?
In NC. Don't forget that, and NC coming up real soon in Georgia. So yeah, and I do the hardest. Everything gets thrown at me the hardest, you know. So if you guys are going through something, whether it's foreclosure or something like that, because it's hard time due to inflation and all this other great stuff, listen, I'm well vested in it. It may not look like it today, but I'm well vested in it.
What you mean you don't look like it? You look the
Not in my
part,
suit,
man.
you know. So
You said not in my suit. Definitely look the part. You carry yourself the part, man. You see Link outside. That man is a professional. Definitely looks the part. Definitely carries himself the part. I truly respect everything you do. Moving forward, man, we're going to continue to grow this channel. On your way out, everyone, please hit the like button. Make sure you comment, subscribe, and share on the replay. I truly respect everyone in here. Salute, salute, salute. Peace.